Submit to God's lead in the middle of life. Submitting to God's leading is a fundamental concept in spiritual life and philosophy of life. In many religions, submitting to God's leading means confessing that God has a higher wisdom and follow the path He showed for our lives. In everyday life, submitting to God's leading can be interpreted in an attempt to make a decision and act according to values and our religious teachings. In submitting to God's leading, there are some important things to note. First, we must understand and apply the teachings of our religion in everyday life. We must try to follow religious values that teach respect, love, and fighting for justice for fellow human beings. We must also learn to be grateful for God's grace and use those blessings to do good for others. Second, submitting to God's leading also means accepting and appreciate the circumstances in our lives. It's not always easy to accept difficult circumstances, or not to our liking. However, we must believe that God has a better plan and know what is best for us. By accepting this condition, we can learn to be strong and patient, and develop a deep sense of gratitude. Third, submitting to God's leading also means rely on God in everything. We must believe that God is always with us and pray to Him in every circumstance. We also have to believe that God will provide a way out of problems or the difficulties we face. By relying on God, we can feel calm and confident in living this life. In conclusion, submit to God's leading is an important concept in spiritual and social life. By following the path He showed, we can learn to appreciate religious values, accept the situation, and rely on God in everything. By submitting to God's leading, we can achieve true peace and happiness in our life.